Hello and welcome back to Quizzes with Chris. And today I've got an awesome film quiz for you all to play where you need to identify the film from the scene shown. Let's get straight into it with question one, which is coming up next. Which film is this? Put 8 seconds on the clock. Let's have a look. Do you know which classic Arnold Schwarzenegger film this is? I'm sure many of you do. And it was The Terminator, which is a 1984 science fiction film, directed by James Cameron. Here's question two. Do you know which film this one is? 8 seconds on the clock there. I'll be honest, I've not actually watched this film, so I couldn't even give you a clue. And it is Interstellar, which is a 2014 epic, written and produced by Christopher Nolan. Now, this is an absolute classic, so I'm sure there's many of you who know which film this is. Let's put, again, 8 seconds on the clock. I'm sure there will be many people getting this one right. Brilliant film. But do you know what it is? It is The Shining, 1980 horror film, which was directed by Stanley Kubrick. And here is Tom Hardy. In which film? Do you know which film Tom Hardy is starring in the screen image on the left? And the film is Mad Max Fury Road, which was a 2015 Australian post-apocalyptic dystopian action film. Do you know which film this is? Charlie Chaplin there, if you didn't know. But do you know what film Charlie Chaplin is in? It's Modern Times and a 1936 American part-talkie social comedy film written and directed by Charles himself. And we move on to a classic epic film now. We've got Tom Hanks there, we've got Matt Damon. But which film are they starring in? I'm sure many know this one. This one is Saving Private Ryan, which was a 1998 American epic war film. And in this film, we're going back in time. I believe it was the 50s, may have been the 60s, not 100% sure. A little bit before my time, but do you know which film this is? It is Rear Window, which is a 1954 American film directed by Alfred Hitchcock. I won't need to give any clues, I won't need to say anything about this. You're already shouting the answer out at me. But maybe one or two of you may be stumped and have never seen this particular character. And of course, this was E.T. the Extraterrestrial, a 1982 American science fiction film by Steven Spielberg. This one may be harder, or one of the harder questions of the quiz. Do you know which one it is? If you do know the answer to this one, let me know in the comments and you was able to get it. This is Seven Samurai, which is a 1954 Japanese epic samurai film. And we now move on to another classic film, which I believe did very well at the Oscars. But which film is this? This is Schindler's List, which was released in 1993 and was another film directed and produced by Steven Spielberg. This has to be one of the best films of all time. I will say that because it is pretty much my favourite film. But do you know which film this is? And this one is Goodfellas, a 1990 American biographical crime film directed by Martin Scorsese. And we're going on to another gangster type film, but do you know which one this is? Do let me know in the comments how you got on this quiz, and let me know what scores you get as well. Okay, this is The Godfather, which was a 1972 American epic crime film directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Do you know this film? I believe that is a pretty iconic speech. I'm sure I've seen it before. I haven't seen the film, but I do recognise that being a pretty impressive speech. It's a film called Network, which is a 1976 American satirical drama. Do we know this one? Now, this is a knife. Do you know which film that very famous line came from? Paul Hogan there, and it's Crocodile Dundee, which is a 1986 action comedy film set in the Australian outback. Do you like scary movies? Well, if you do, then you will probably know the answer to this classic scary film. Not scary movie, it is of course Scream, which was brought out in 1996. I can't believe it was brought out that long ago. And I will probably say the same for this film as well. We've got a very young Macaulay Culkin there. But what film is Macaulay Culkin starring in? And of course, probably one of the easier ones, this is Home Alone, which came out in 1990, which was an incredible 33 years ago. Incredible. Do you know this film? I believe this had a pretty impressive cast. Do you know the film? And this was Independence Day, which was brought out in 1996, and it was an American science fiction action film. Here's another classic film, back from the 80s. Do you know which one this is? One of Tom Hanks' first films. But which film is it? We've only got 2 questions to go after this. This is Big, which was 1988 American fantasy comedy drama film directed by Penny Marshall and stars Tom Hanks. Going back in time again with this one, I would not know the answer to this one. I do know the answer now. I've put it into the questions, but I've never heard of it. I've never seen it. I don't know what film this is. This is Sunset Boulevard, which was a 1950 American black comedy film. And the final one for 20 out of 20, if anyone actually is on that. Which film is this? Do let me know, actually, if anyone did get 20 out of 20. That would be impressive. This is American Beauty, which was 1999 American black comedy drama film written by Alan Ball and directed by Sam Mendes. And that brings us to the end of this quiz. I really do hope you enjoyed this film quiz. Let me know in the comments how many you got, and I will see you in another quiz real soon. Thanks for playing.